2024 turned out to be an amazing year for Chinese Muslims. Imagine thousands of people in China who had never known about Islam suddenly converting and joining the fast-growing Muslim community. This wave of change wasn't just in big cities. It reached small, far-off villages too, like a surprising but powerful movement. What's even more exciting is how Muslims in China are now more active in their worship, especially during Ramadan. More and more people are attending Tarawih prayers, staying up late into the night with incredible energy and devotion. Many call this a spiritual awakening, showing how curious and eager people are to learn about Islam. As the number of worshippers grew, so did the need for mosques. And here's where something incredible happened. Mosques across China, especially in places like Yunnan, Ningxia, and Xinjiang, started expanding. For example, the Najiang Mosque in Yunnan had to grow bigger to fit all the worshippers. During Ramadan, it's packed with people from all walks of life, praying and spending time together. But it wasn't just Najiang. All over China, old buildings were turned into mosques, creating cozy spaces for prayer, Quran readings, and community activities. This shows how Islam is growing and thriving in China, becoming a visible part of the country's diverse culture. This growth reflects the passion of Chinese Muslims to keep their faith alive while adapting to a changing world. They're proving that they can stay true to their beliefs while living peacefully in a multicultural society. That's why 2024 became a turning point for Islam in China, reshaping its social and cultural landscape. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The Chinese government has strict rules about religion, and in 2024, they introduced even tighter controls. For example, all religions, including Islam, must align with the government's socialist values. This means mosques have to follow strict guidelines, even in their design. Blending traditional Chinese styles, instead of using typical Islamic architecture. Building or expanding mosques now involves a lot of paperwork and rules. But despite these challenges, the Muslim community in China continues to grow, showing resilience and determination. This is the story of Chinese Muslims in 2024, a journey of faith, growth, and perseverance in a changing world. Minarets and Islamic symbols, which are seen as foreign to Chinese culture, are sometimes removed or replaced with Chinese designs. This puts Muslims in a tough spot. They want to keep their religious identity, but face pressure to adapt. Building or expanding mosques is also challenging. Religious institutions need government approval, which can be hard to get. Many mosques are forced to follow strict new rules, making it even harder for Muslims to practice their faith freely. Despite these challenges, Muslims in China don't give up. They find ways to keep their traditions alive, whether through religious teachings, holidays, or community events. They're determined to preserve their identity, even under pressure. Some even see these struggles as a test that brings them closer together. The government's rules may limit growth, but they haven't broken the spirit of China's Muslim community. Muslims in China are creative and resilient. They use festivals, cultural events, and even food to share their faith and build bridges with others. For example, the China Muslim Festival showcases Islamic culture through art, food, and interfaith talks. It's not just about religion. It's about showing how Islam fits into China's diverse society. Education is another key focus. Islamic learning centers in cities like Beijing and Lanzhou teach the Quran and religious studies. These centers bring people together, strengthen the community, and help Muslims deepen their faith. Religious holidays like Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are celebrated with joy, despite restrictions. Families gather, share meals, and give blessings, proving that their faith and unity remain strong. On the global stage, Chinese Muslims are building connections with the international Muslim community. They participate in forums on human rights, religious freedom, and cultural cooperation, showing the world that they're part of a global effort for peace and understanding. In short, Muslims in China face many challenges, but they continue to adapt, innovate, and thrive. Their resilience and creativity ensure that their faith and traditions endure.